Do you dye your hair darker?
And then
I did. Is it darker? It looks good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I moved up my hair too. I mean, that's
nice.
Yeah, I remember you said you're going to. I ran home
something different.
Yeah, I ran home with dye in my hair. It looks good. Thank you.
She doesn't. No, that's not her first time.
She
never ever. She always gets
everybody in the video.
She does. Because I'm like, I need to watch her. I'm like, tell me about Monday and it's Wednesday.
Yeah, can you slide your back down just a little bit?
I understand, but it's getting to the point
when we go on the bar, we're all going to go
like, you know what I mean? Like,
past the blue ball. So that's our marker. Okay.
I can't keep them up, and I always ended like, please, when you're done, please let me know how it goes. Please let me know how it goes. And she never does. So. I try.
Yeah. Have you seen Karianne yet?
Not yet. Not yet.
It's Wednesday, Monday.
Yeah, she's still Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. She's just more.
She's more what?
Snuggly.
Oh,
So much more snuggly. She's so super cute.
She just fell asleep on me today for the first time. I was like, this morning was so good, and I'm like, she came over to her just so deep.
How's the music, everyone? Good? Do you need it a little louder, or is it okay?
Just music, you know, singing. Sometimes it's really soft and gets really loud. Yeah.
Okay, everybody, we're going to get started. So I'm Carrie, and we're going to be doing Ballerobica. Before we get started, does anybody have any questions or concerns? Okay, well, we have one more joining us. Okay, so let's come together, put our feet right here in first position, and we're just going to practice that. Think about your knees together, your ankles together, your shoulders back, and your heads up really tall. Let's take a couple of deep breaths right here. Inhale and exhale. Just let that air out. Good. Inhale and exhale. Good. Now take your feet a little bit further apart. We're going to roll the hips and lift the arms up. That's it. Pulling those elbows down, rolling those hips. That's good. Letting all that air in. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now what we're going to do is take a deep breath, and we're going to come down for a grand plie. Take your feet to the floor and straighten out the legs and roll up the spine. Good. Take those hands out. And we're going to take another grand plie. Take the hands up and all the way down to the floor if you can. Hands reach the floor. Press those heels down and roll up that spine. Good. Now take the arms side to side, side to side. Now that we're getting a few more breaths in, try to feel a little bit more limber and elongate that body. That's it. Give me 4, 3, 2. Back to our grand plies. Put those arms all the way up. And take it down, hands to the floor, round it up, flat back. Stick those heels in the floor and round up the spine. Really slither up. Take a deep breath, inhale, and exhale. Good. Take it down and round it up. We're going to do a couple more grand plie roll-ups. Take those arms up, really bringing that air all the way down into the bottom of the lungs. And round up that spine. Good. Give me one more. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale. And bring it down. Good. And round up the spine. Good. From here, what I want you to do is take some shoulder shrugs backward first. So just round it out. That's it. 3, 2, and 1. Now reverse direction. Really let that go. So pull them up and just release that tension. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to come down right here. Take it forward. And with the flat back, we're going to pulse. Pulse. Make sure your back stays flat. Really pull those tummies in. Think about bringing your belly button into the spine. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold it here. Take your arms out and in. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now take it up. We're going to Contract one side and take it down. Contract, stick that hip out and down. Good. Really stick that hip out and down. Stick that hip out and down. Give me 4 more. Stick that hip out and down. We're really warming up. It's a chilly night out there, so we gotta get that blood flowing. Give me 2 more. 1 more each side. Take it down and up, down and up. We're gonna take it back down. Flat back pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take those arms to the front and come on up with a flat back. Hands come down. We're going to go side to side. Chest isolation here. Good. Side to side. Lifting through those hips. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to go right, center, right, center, right, center. Leaving those arms up nice and tall. Right, center, right, center. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now left center and center. Left, center, left, center. 4, 3. That's it. Give me 2 more. 2. You look good. 1. Hands on the hips. Side to side. Now we're doing true chest isolations here. Think about squeezing that tummy, shoulders back, engaging those shoulder blades. 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to circle the hips. That's it. Really loosen the hips. Good. 1 more this way. Nice and slithery. Now going back the other way. Kick those hips around. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take those arms up to second position and bring your feet in. We're going to circle the arms. Small circles. Let's all go forward. We'll start going to the front. Good. That's it. Now one thing that I want you to kind of remember while we're going through this is not to bring your shoulders up here. So bring your shoulders back down and think about engaging those shoulder blades all the time. 4, 3, 2. Medium circles. So just a little bit bigger. That's it. Feeling that heat building through the shoulders. 4, 3. Make those circles bigger. Good. Feeling great, right? We can do shoulder circles all night. 4, 3, 2. Now let's take it the opposite way. Take it back. So we're still doing our big circles, but we're just reversing here. Watch your shoulders. Don't punch them up. 3, 2. You can always check your form in the mirror. Bring them medium. 7, 6, 5. You got it. 4 more. And 3. You got it. 2 more. Now let's make these small. Small. That's it. Good. Feeling those shoulders. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now leave those arms up. We'll bring your shoulders down. Now just the wrists. Wrists. That's it. Feeling like a bird. Good. So this is a small motion. Just bending those wrists. Staying tall through the shoulders. 4, 3, 2. Now elbows. So bring those elbows into the side while still engaging those shoulder blades. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now take your hands out to first position and 5th high, second. First, 5th high, second position. Good. So we're just coming up and center. Up, down, center. Up, down. Now if you want to, we're going to add a plie here. Just a demi plie. So every other arm movement we go down, down, and up. If the legs are too much, take them out and just do the arms. Good. Down, up, down, up. 4, 3, 2, one. Good, now bring it up, thumbs up, pulse, 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 pulse. Good job. Really get those arms up high, thumbs to the ceiling, thumbs to the ceiling. That's it. Shoulders back. Keep a neutral spine so you're not sticking yourself back or forward. Your spine is neutral. 3, 2, 1. Now flip it. Pinkies up, pinkies up, pinkies. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to add on. We're going to go over and under. Over, under. Over, under. Good. Staying tall, neutral spine. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands down. Good. Put those feet together. Now I'm going to turn sideways so you guys can see me. We're going to come back right here. Hands, palms to the ceiling, and we're going to pulse it. Pulse, pulse, pulse. That's it. Really working those triceps. That's it. Pressing through the backs of those arms. Good job. Press, press, press. Little pulses high. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now switch the hands, one on top of the other. Shoulders back, keep that head up. You're not looking at the floor here, you're gazing slightly forward. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now put your hands so they're facing each other, pinkies up, and clap, 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 clap. If you want to, you can actually clap with you guys, I love it. Yeah. Keeping the beat. That's it. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now take your hands facing the outside. You're going to clap out. So it's like you're high-fiving the person next to you. If you were only standing closer, you could high-five. That's it. Really squeeze. If only, right? Good job. That's it. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Now what I want you to do is find your first position. Heels in together, shoulders up. So everything's lined up. Shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles. We're going to take our hands out to second position. Your elbows are facing the back. They're not up, they're facing back. We're going to demi-plie. Good. So you're not sticking your glutes out. They're lined up. So your hips are lined up with your knees. So you're not going backwards. That's it. 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to do a grand plie. What we're going to do is come all the way down as low as you can go and pick up those heels and bring it back up. Let's try that again. Take it down. Good. And bring it back up and tall. Demi-plie. Demi-plie. Don't worry, we've got a few more grands coming up. That's it. 4 more. Pulling that belly button into the spine. 2 more. You ready to try a couple more grands? Bring it up, down. Pick those heels up and all the way up. And hands back out to second. Let's do that again. Take it down. Good. Bring it up. Hands back. And hold. What I want you to do is take your left foot, point the toe, tendu, and bring it out. So now we're in second position. Your feet are facing the corners of the room. We're going to demi-plie. Good. Now when we get to our grand plie in second, we leave the heels on the floor. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now grand plie, we're going to take it down and up and open. Let's do that again. Down and open. Demi-plie. 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 Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's try that grand. Take it all the way down and bring it all the way up. Good. Now tendu that foot, point it, and bring it back to first position. And let's take our hands down to fifth low for just a second and take our arms back up. Right foot's going to tendu or point to the front. Good. So slide that foot on the floor and bring it back to first position. So your heel comes on the floor when you're back in first position. That's it. Good. 3, 2, Take it out to the right. Good. 7, 6, 5. Point that toe. 4. I hear your feet sliding across the floor. That's good. 2 more. And 1. Now tendu to the back, right behind you. Good. And keep those feet in first position when they come back. 4, 3. Looking good. 2. And 1. Tendu out to the side again. 7. Really lift out of that standing leg. There's a tendency for that leg to get tired. But lift out of it. 3, 2, and 1. Now bring it back. We're going to take a demi-plie. Hands come down. And back up. Left side. Tendu to the front. Point that toe. Shoulders back. Staying tall. Watching that posture. Good. 4 more. 4, 3. You're nice and lifted. 2, and 1. Now tendu out to the left. That way. Good. 5. 4 more. 4. Sliding that foot. 3. Across the floor. 2 more. And tendu to the back. Take it right behind you. Lifting out of that standing leg. Click those heels back together in first position. 4, and 3, 2, tendu left again. Good. 7, 6, 5. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet together. Take it down and up. Back out. Now we're going to dégagé with the right leg. So it's sort of like a tendu, but we bring the foot off the floor. So slide and take it slightly off the floor. 4 more. 4. I hear some good swipe in there. 2, and 1. Out to the side. Good. Staying really tall. 6, 5. It's sometimes a little hard to do this without the bar. You can always go back to the tendu as a modification. Good. Now take it behind you. Back. 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 Good. Squeeze those glutes. 4 more. And 3. Abs tight. Back to the side. 8. 7. That's it. 6. You can put those hands on the hips if your arms are getting tired. Anybody feel this in their arms?
Yeah.
3. Good. 2. That means you're working hard. 1. Now take those arms down and up. That was a nice break. Now take the left leg forward for that dégagé. So the foot's just coming slightly off the floor. It's brushing, and you point that toe. That's it. Pointing that toe. 3, 2, to the left. 6, 5, lifting tall. 4, 3, 2, and now take it to the back. Point that toe. Squeeze those glutes. That's it. Good job. 4, 3, 2. Back out to the left. 8, 7, 6. We're going to do our kicks after this. That'll be fun. 4 more. 3. Good job. 2, and 1. Now we're going to do that demi-plie. Take it down and up. Bring it out. Now with the right arm, we're going to battement, grand battement, or kick the leg. So unlike kickboxing, you're keeping your legs straight. Now out to the right. We're only doing 4 of each kick. That's it. Really point that toe. Now take it to the back. 4, 3. Click it back to first position. 2, and 1. Now back out to the side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Demi-plie, and up, and out. Battement with the left leg. Point the toe. You're keeping that core tight, so you're not bending yourself to get that leg higher. Out to the side, lift, lift. Point that toe. Good, to the back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to the side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Click the heels, take it down, and up all the way. Let's do that one more time. And up, and bring those hands down into fifth low. And we're gonna side touch right here. Getting those heart rates up a little bit more. Just keep those legs. If you wanna make this a little more intense, just bend a little lower. That's it. Good, shoulders back. So you're not leaning forward. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're gonna add the arms. We're gonna take them out to the side and bring them up and down. Good, let's do that again. Take it out and up and bring it down. Good, hands back to second position right here. Now we're gonna add the right arm, right arm, right arm, that's it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands back to second position, bring it down, and all the way up. And back to second, and fifth low. Take it back to first, and up to fifth high. Second position, and fifth low. One more time. Take it up to first position, fifth high, second position, and down. Arms back to second, left arm up and down, up and down. Good job. Up and down. Really reaching up. That's it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those arms back down, all the way, and let's take it up and out. Hold it here in second. We're gonna take both arms up and down, up, down, up, and down. Shoulder blades down, shoulders down. Deep breaths. Good, keep it going. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, bring those hands back down. That's it, can you get a little lower? Get a little lower, that's it. Point that toe. 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Now bring it up. We're gonna take the left arm up, right arm up to the sky, and pull that knee in, right here. Now stay long here, so you're not leaning forward, you're staying tall through this whole movement. You can check yourself in the mirror, your shoulders are down. That's it. 2, keep it going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Can you give me one more set? Make it strong. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Now swing that arm out to the side right here. Pull it in, 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 in. Good. Really point that toe as it comes off the floor. Point it. Staying graceful. 5, 4. Do you feel graceful? That's it. 2 more sets. 8, 7. You look graceful. 5, 4, 3. One more set. Make it strong. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Step touch. All right. We're going right back to our side touch. Pointing the toe. That's it. Take those arms up. Deep breath. And down. One more time. Deep breath. And down. Good job. Let's take that arm out. Arm up. And pull. Right there. Engaging that core. Everything's tight. Squeezing. Good. You're not bending. You're staying tall and lifted. That's it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. You've got 2 more sets right here. That's my 2. 8, 7, 6. Come on, power. 4, 3, 2. Last set. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Are you ready to swing that leg out to the side? Bring it up and point the toe. Point the toe. That's it. Keep breathing. Exhale on the exertion. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. 2 more sets to go. 7, you can do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, you look awesome. One more set. 8, 7, 6, 5, point that toe. 3, 2, step touch side to side. Bring those arms down. Woo, you look good. All right. Take those arms all the way up. Fifth high. Now they're not over your head, they're slightly in front, just like when you do a shoulder press. Bring those feet in parallel, so they're facing each other, and let's take the knees up. Knees up. Point that toe. Core is tight. That's it. We're working that hip flexor here. And heart. That's it. 4, 3. Now we're gonna add the arms. Pull the arms down. That's it. Staying tall and lifted, so you're not leaning. You're staying tall. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those arms back up. Just the knees. We're gonna do less. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Now add those arms right here on the left. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Back to the side touch. Bring those arms down. Get a little better in those hip flexors. Here we go. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really graceful. Bring those arms back up to fifth high position. Slide those feet back into parallel. And we're going to add a kick. Point that toe. So this is similar to doing a front snap kick in kickboxing. We're going to stay real tall. 4, 3, 2. Add those arms right here. Pull it. Pull, 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 pull it. You guys look great. Keep that breathing going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Hands back up. Fifth high. Slightly in front. 4, 3, 2. Add the arms. Go, go, go. Pull it down. 4, 3, 2. Side touch. You guys ready to go to the bar?
Sure.
Yes. I love it. So let's go to the bar. If you want to have your water handy, bring it back with you. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have you slide down just a little bit down, hammer down there. And how about on this side too? And you two will be fine right there. I just want to make sure everybody can see me. Okay? I'm going to review very quickly the 3 feet positions that we're going to be working in. This is called parallel. Okay? Your entire time we're working, your shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles are all stacked on top of each other, so you're never sticking your butt out, okay? Here's first position, and this is second position. We're also going to do an inverted toe. So I'm naturally pigeon toe, so this is really easy for me, but for most of you, it's not. All right, so we're going to face the bar. Right on the bar, parallel feet. Remember what that means. They're next to each other. You're going to come up on the bar and take it down, up, down, up, down, up. Now you look great. Remember, I can see you all. I'll know if you're cheating. But I know you're not. I know you love this. That's it. Good. Seven, 6, 5, 4, good job. And 3, keep those shoulders down. 2, and 1. Now can you stand up on those toes? Take a look at the front and find your balance. Take your hands off the bar and find your balance. If you lose your balance, it's okay. Just grab it and try it again. Good. Hold the bar again. Ready? We're going to push it down. Right here. So we're all the way up, halfway down. That's it. Everybody know we're working right now? Yeah. Calves, very good. What did you say?
I'm saying ow.
Ow. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Feet in first position. So that means your heels are together. Remember that your glutes are not sticking behind They're lined up. We're going to come up and down. Take it up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That's it. That's it. Keep breathing. Abs are in tight. 7, 6, 5. You got it. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold it up. Can you find your balance on those toes? Good job. If you lose it, just try and find it again. We all lose our balance. We all have those days. Hands back on the bar. All the way up, halfway down. Push, 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 push. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Let's take those toes so that they're facing each other. Now we're in that inverted pose. Okay? Pinky toe. All right? Nice and tall. Up and down. Up, down. And down. Up and down. Good. Shoulders back. Remember, squeeze those shoulder blades together the whole time. Keeping that spine neutral. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Abs in tight. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Pick it up. Can you find your balance in pigeon? Good job. And bring your hands back down. Halfway down. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Good job. Staying tall. So you're never leaning on the bar. You're always lifting. Staying tall. Good, good, good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do you need a stretch for your calves? Good. So what we want to do is just take one leg behind us and really press that back heel into the floor. And whenever you're ready, you can do the other side. That's it. Take a couple more seconds to stretch. If you need water, grab a quick step. And I always say, do what stretches you feel that you need. So if you feel you need a glute stretch, you take it. If you feel you need a quad stretch, you take it. Whatever feels good. All right, we're going to come back to the bar, and we're going to put our feet in parallel again. Now, I really want you to think about tucking your hips under. We're going to exaggerate that and keep our shoulders and hips lined up together. So no sticking our butts out, okay? We're going to come up on the toes into what we call demi-point. So we're up on the point of our toes. If this becomes too much, you can go ahead and put those heels on the floor, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to take it down and up. Down. That's it. Getting low. Keeping your hips lined up with your shoulders. So if you can't get low, that's okay. Watch your knees. You want to keep your knees underneath hips too. That's it. Down. Down. Good job. Keep that breathing going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Now take yourself up, bring yourself all the way down again to your lowest point. Retuck your hips. Retuck to your lowest comfortable point where you're tucked, okay? Come up a little bit. Some of you are too low. All right. Ready? Let's pulse it. Pulse, pulse, pulse. That's it. Pulse, pulse. Shoulders back. You're staying tall. You're not leaning forward. Don't lean forward. Take a stretch break if you need it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now keep it down, open and shut. That's it. Take those knees open and close. That's it. Retuck those hips. If you feel yourself sticking out, that's it. 8, 7, 6, stretch feels like it opens up my thighs a little bit more. You can also take it side to side. That's it. You can keep that leg forward for a hamstring stretch. Whatever you're feeling tight is, and of course we worked our quads. So if those are feeling tight, you can give those a little stretch. Okay, coming back to the bar. Heels together. First position. Okay, heels on the floor is an option if it's too difficult to lift your toes. Or you can lift your toes and bring your heels in together. Okay? So lift them up and then bring your heels together like your heels are kissing. Okay? Now we're going to come down and up. Make sure you're tucking those hips. You're not sticking your butt out. Good. Everybody's nice and tall. That's it. Down and up. And imagine that you've got magnets between your thighs and your knees. So when they come together, they click and pull. Feel that? Good. It's a good visualization here to help you get this exercise done very effectively. That's it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, and 3, 2 more, and 1. Hold it down. Retuck your hips. Retuck. And pulse. 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 That's it. Staying very tall. You're not leaning forward into the bar. That's it. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Can we open and close? Close, open. Close, open. Good. Take a stretch break if you need it. 7 and 8. Keep going. 8, 7, 6. You got it. Retuck those hips if you need to. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give me 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it up. All right. Right now, I need a little quad stretch. Anybody else the front of those legs? Or you're not even sure what hurts. Just stretch. That's it. Okay, facing the bar. We're going to come out slightly wider in the second position. And we're going to keep our heels on the floor. Remember to stay tall so you're not leaning on the bar. This is really something that you might feel like doing, but try not to, okay? We're going to go straight down and up. Take it down and up. Down, up. Now I think this is the easiest position. A little wider than second to keep your hips lined up with your shoulders. Good. If you want to test your balance, take your arms off the bar and see how you're doing. Yeah, legs might be a little shaky. That's it. But make sure your hips are still lined up with your shoulders when you take those hands off the bar. That's it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 more, 2, and 1. Now hold it down. We're going to pulse it. Pulse, pulse. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5. Look at all of you with your balance. You look great. Give me 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up and pop into demi-point. We're going to do that again, but this time we're going to go in through demi-point. So we're going to take it down and up. Remember, keep those hips lined up with the shoulders. Retuck those hips if you need to. You look so strong and gorgeous. That's it. Down and up. Down, up. Down, up. Keep it going. Keep that breathing. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5. Really squeeze those hips. Make those thighs work. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring it all the way up, and now to your lowest point. Ready? Let's pulse it. Tuck those hips, tuck those hips. Tuck them. Good job. Shoulders back, keep breathing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You've got 8 more. 8, 7, 6. Take a stretch break if you need it. 4, 3, 2. Take it up. All right. Just give yourself a little stretch here. Inner thighs. Just take it side to side. And quads. Your quads worked hard there. Quads are a nice strong muscle. They can take a lot. So give them a little stretch and reward them. Quick drink if you need it. I'm doing a lot of talking. So I want to make sure to have those drinks. Okay, while you're stretching out, take a look at me. What I want you to do next is we're going to go into our back attitude. So what it looks like is you're going to put your foot on the back of your calf and it's going to go straight back. Just like that. Alright, and then we'll have some variations on it. So facing the bar, staying tall. Let's take our right leg up. Keep that left foot facing the front. So your hips are pointed forward. Take it up and down. Up and down. So the motion's coming from your hip. Good. And you're squeezing your glute and hamstring on the way back. That's it. Keep breathing. Really press it up. Good. Got 10 more. 1, 2. It's easier to count backwards. 8, 7, 6, 5. Good. Hips facing the bar. 4 and 3. Keep those hips forward. 2 more. And 1. Now you're going to take it up and hold. Pulse, pulse, pulse. 1-inch pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to rotate that leg. Open, open. Think about rotating that ankle up and down. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Good. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, and 3, 2, and 1. Now bring it down. We're going to take side to side. Up. Good. Side to side. So you're sliding out and back. Sliding it. Now if you're cramping up, stop and take a stretch. These exercises are not easy. And most of you have not done them before, so you're doing a great job. Good. Give me 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Just take a quick stretch before we switch to the other side. You can lean back for your lower back or touch the floor for a nice hamstring stretch. Facing the bar. Take that foot in. Left leg. Hips facing the wall. And we're going to take it back. 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 Lifting out of that standing leg. So if your standing leg is cramping up, try to stand a little taller. Good. Are you okay, Amber?
Yes.
Okay. Keep going. Up. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to hold it up. Pulse, 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 pulse. Good. Squeeze it up. Squeeze, squeeze. Good. Keep it going. We've got 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Rotate it. Open and close. Lift it up and down. Up. Good. Up. Up. Really firing the backs of those legs and those glutes. Second leg's always a little bit harder, so keep with it. Breathe and lift out of that standing leg. Good. 8 more right here. 8, 7, 6, out, and back. So just think of yourself like a grasshopper playing the back of your leg with the opposite leg. Rubbing across that leg. So you're not actually touching it, but you can kind of use that as a visualization for what you're doing. The motion's happening from your hip. Good. Your standing leg is working here as well. Keep it going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, and 3, 2 more, and 1. Now take those feet, we're going to sit back right here. So think of yourself like a tabletop. You're getting a little bit of a stretch here. And I want your arms to be long, so try not to bend those elbows. And if your elbows are bent, take a step back a little bit more. Now, one thing I don't want you to do is have your bag sag around. Try to keep it as flat as possible. We're going to take our right leg behind and point the toe. Good. So we're going to point the toe. That's called a tendu. And we're going to lift up into a kick or a bot ma. Good. Keeping it straight behind you. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 more, 2, 1. Now take it down, bring it all the way up. 1 inch pulse. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. So your hip is open a little bit, about 45 degrees open to the side. That's it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep it here for 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now point that toe and just take your foot back and forth side to side. So imagine drawing a horizontal line behind you. That's it. So side to side, side to side, side to side, side to side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, circle it one direction. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Take that foot down. Go ahead and give yourself a quick stretch. You can take those hands to the floor if you want to. Another thing I like to do sometimes is just shake my legs out to get that lactic acid out. Bring yourself back up. Holding the bar tabletop position. Left foot goes back, point the toe. Tendu and bot ma. So you're kicking straight behind you. Make sure your legs stay straight, but also your arms so you're not bending your elbows. Good. To keep that tabletop in your back. Now, if you want to stay a little taller, you can get closer to the bar. That's it. 9 and 10. 10 more right here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold it up. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Really squeeze those glutes. And that toes pointed. 10, 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Watch you're not rounding the back. Good. Now take it side to side. Just like you're drawing that line directly behind you. Hold that toe. That's it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to circle it. Just pick a direction. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. You're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Opposite way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Can I interest you in a stretch? back and hamstrings. Good. When you're feeling nice and stretched out, we're going to go back to the mat for our abs. Okay, so while we're doing abs, just do as many as you comfortably can. And just think about your form here. So always bringing your belly button into your spine. So squeezing and contracting those abs. Let's take it down to the floor. What we're going to do is we're going to squeeze and contract our lower back on the floor. Hands behind the head. Feet together, or if you want to make this a little bit easier, make them wider and bring them onto the floor. We're going to go up, 2, down, 2. Up, 2, down, 2. Now with this slower speed, I want you to engage. And we squeeze in those abs. Down, 2. That's it. Down, 2. Getting those shoulder blades, clearing the floor. Up, 2, down, 2. Up, 2, down, 2. 4, 3, 2 more. 1 more. Good. Now we're going to go for singles. Take it up and down. Up, down, up, down, up, up. Good. 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to go back to that 2 count. But when we come up, we're going to rotate in and down. So we're going to up and alternate sides and down. Up, turn, in, and down. Up, turn, in, and down. Good. Get those shoulder blades up and down. And bring that belly button into the spine. Lower back always stays on the floor. And turn, in, and down. Up, turn, in, and down. Up, turn, in, down. Good. Keep that breathing. 4 more. Up, turn, in, and down. 3 more. Up, turn, in, and down. 2 more. Up, turn, in, and down. Up, turn, in. 1 more each side. Up, turn, in, and down. 1 more. Up, turn, in, and down. Bring that head to the floor. Let's take our right leg up 45 degrees, okay? What we're going to do is go up, 2, down, 2. 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 That's it. 3 more. Up, 2, down, 2. 2 more. Up, 2, down, 2. 1 more. Up, 2, down, 2. Bring that leg down. Other leg up 45 degrees. Up, 2, down, 2. 2. 3. 4. 5. Good. 2. Up, 2, down, 2. Up, 2, down, 2. You've got 3 more. 2, down, 2. Good. 1 more here. Up, 2, down, 2. Both legs on the floor. Now take the right leg. You're going to extend it all the way. And what we're going to do is we're going to take it up, down, 2. Up, 2, down, 2. Up, 2, down, 2. 4 more. 3. Really control this. 2. 1 more. Now we're going to add that oblique. Up, twist, down, 2. Up to the other side, twist, down, 2. Up, twist, down, 2. Up, twist, down, 2. 1 more each way. Down, 2. Up, twist, down, 2. Good. Keep that leg extended. And bring it up. Left leg. First we bring it up. So take it up, 2. Point that toe. Good. Press that heel into the mat on the right side. And keep those legs close together. Remember that lower back stays down. Abs crunch. And as they do that, you're pulling your belly button into that spine. 5 more. 4. 3. 2. Now we keep the count, but we're going to add that oblique twist side to side. So it's up, 2, down, 2. Up, other way, down, 2. Up, 2, 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 down, 2. 4 more. That's it. 3 more. 2 more. You got this. 1 more. Bring that leg down. Good. Just give yourself a little stretch here. Bring the arms overhead and extend those legs. It's kind of a trick because we're not done. We're almost there. Bring those hands along to the side and bring those feet up. Okay, we're going to do a double leg drop. A way to modify this is to bend the knees. You can even bend them to tabletop, okay? So I'm going to do them with my full legs bent and up, down, and up. Remember to keep that lower back on the floor. And remember, there's any version in between. So if you want to make it a little bit easier, just go ahead and bend those knees. Good. 10 more. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Good. Bring those knees into the chest. And flip over. We're almost there. You've got 1 more exercise, then I stretch you out. Now the best way to finish off your core is with one of my old favorites called the plank. You can keep your knees on the floor as a modification. Okay? So ready to pop up with me? There we go. You guys are amazing. That's it. And if your abs are done, just go right ahead to that stretch. And I'm just going to watch the clock here. That's it. Keeping those abs tight. Good. Good. So you're not sinking your butt, you're not popping it up. Everything's straight like a table. Good job. All right, we're halfway there. You guys look amazing and very strong. Just keep breathing, breathe through this. You're almost to your stretch and you've earned it. And we're almost there, we're almost there. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, slowly drop those knees. Bring yourself back to child's pose. Good. All right, in child's pose, if you want to walk yourself over to one side and just open up that back. And walk yourself over to the other side, opening up that back, keeping that head on the floor. Good. Inhale and come up, walk your hands forward. And let's go into Cobra. Just placing those hips on the floor here. Good. Sitting up as tall as you can. I like to take my head side to side right here. Just loosening up the neck. Getting a little bit of range of motion in that neck, causing those muscles to release that might have tensed up during class. Good. Now bring yourself up, and we're just going to sit really tall on the mat. This feels good, doesn't it? Sitting up nice and tall, your shoulders are back. And what we're going to do is walk our hands forward. Good. And grab those feet if you can. Our hamstrings are probably pretty tight, right? Even if you're flexible, you might have a little bit of a hard time with this stretch. That's it. So one little trick I have is when I inhale, I go a little deeper. And as I exhale, I ease off that stretch a little bit. And it helps you get the oxygen to the muscles and deliver a longer, leaner stretch. Good. Let's try that one more time. Inhale, a little deeper, and exhale up. Now let's take those legs wider. And what we're going to do now is just go to one side. We're going to lift up and over. That's it. Feeling that side of the body open up, reaching through those fingertips all the way to the toes. Good. Take yourself up and over to the other side, lifting up and over. We're hanging out in this stretch for a little bit to help elongate that body. And if you want to, work the stretch with your breath. As you inhale, go a little deeper, and as you exhale, just ease off a little bit. Good, and bring yourself up and walk your hands out to the front. Good. Try and go as deep as you can into the stretch. Feeling those inner thighs. And bring yourself back up. Butterfly pose here. Heels together. Press on the insides of those thighs. Try to get them to go a little bit deeper. Sometimes it works to kind of pull on your foot like this, and it releases your legs a little lower to the floor. Good. Good, now release it so it's comfortable here. And what I want you to do is really round here into that opening that upper back, and now contract and lift. Good, we're gonna round again, and contract and lift. Let's do that again. Round, and contract and lift. One more time. Round, and contract and lift. Good. Let's take those toes into the floor and walk your hands forward. Good. Now we're going to come up and press those heels into the floor. Now look forward and bend the knees. We're going to try and go a little deeper into this stretch. Now press your heels back and go into a flat back. Let's do that again. Bend the knees and look forward. Now press the heels into the ground and a flat back. While we're here, let's shake our head yes, releasing that tension out of the neck, and shake your head no. One more time, shake your head yes, and shake your head no. Good, now lift your hands all the way up. Inhale, and exhale. From here, I just want you to roll your head, so take it forward. We're just going to take it side to side. Just neck bow to the front.